It's Kambada, the shaman, the god, the crack baby. And right now you're tuned in to Kofi's Universe, the #1 and most truest source for hip-hop news, reaction videos, sports, black culture, and much, much more. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button now. Bada.
YouTube, salute. Shout out to my subscriber, Lucky. He donated via Streamlabs and requested The Last Emperor, Secret Wars Part 1. You know about Secret Wars. That's that Marvel Cinematic Universe. So let's check this out. So if you're new to my channel, thumbs up that video. Hit the subscribe button. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. Also cast your vote for Kofi's Hip Hop Hall of Fame. That link is in the description. And check out new interviews with John Connor, Beat Out the God, J. Rue the Damager, and Kambada. Let's go.
Uplifting cinematic experience.
I've got something important to tell you,
The
man.
big story is dig this and dig it deep.
What if I had the power to gather all of my favorite MCs with the illest comic book characters and they became arch enemies? Inconceivable, unbelievable, yet as wild as it seems, the Emperor and Stan Lee would coach the two opposing teams.
Woo!
Keep it clean, no bats, no gats, guns, or interference. Comic book characters would go head up with raw lyrics.
Woo!
Whoever might be on break from doing tours and have them sign up for the Last Emperor's secret war. Sure, for that kind of capacity, we need a crazy large arena that might stretch from West Philadelphia to East Medina.
Yes.
If I'm able, I'd put it on pay-per-view through my label and give free tickets to my neighborhood bums with no cable.
That
Yeah,
shit
that sounds
hard.
fat. Now that we've squared away the propositions, let's begin with the ultimate tough man competition. Set it off, it's the fight of the century. KRS and Professor X will battle each other mentally with
Okay, let's break this down so far. So he's talking about rappers versus comic book characters, superheroes, and villains. Mainly he's talking about Marvel, not DC, Marvel. And I like how he said KRS-One and Professor X will battle each other mentally on a mental capacity, mental level, y'all. Whoo, that shit will be so hard, man. Damn, this is tight so far. Let's keep going.
rhymes. These two team captains waste no time. Charles Xavier tried to invade Chris Parker's mind.
Woo!
Shot a cerebral probe at Chris's mind, but he missed it.
Chris
Professor
Parker,
X taken out by the Blastmaster's metaphysics. Round 2, new fight, word to life, you gotta see this. Locked in Mortal Kombat is Doctor Strange and the Genius.
Okay.
Yeah, son, he's no match. Let that grafted wizard have it. My liquid sword slashing straight through Doctor Strange's mouth.
Yes!
Another hero down, and now the score is 2-0. My words from the genius, and he's still my rhyming hero.
Yes.
Now the next fight was conducted in a rough-like manner, specifically between Reggie Noble and Dr. David Banner.
Okay.
Or should I say the Incredible Hulk when he's amped off the gamma? Well, Reggie Noble soon became the Incredible Red Man. You know how Red Man gets when his adrenaline starts pumping. Started skitzing in the ring, so then the thing tried to...
Okay, so far he said round 2. You have Doctor Strange versus the Jizza. You know how hard that shit will be, man? The Jizza is a scientist, and Doctor Strange is like, you know, all the stuff he knows when it comes to astrology, when it comes to the metaphysics in the Marvel Universe. Then you talking about David Banner versus Reggie Noble, a.k.a. Red Man, a.k.a. the Incredible Hulk. Oh my God. Rah, rah. That shit will be super hard and crazy.
jumping. Ben Grimm leaps into the ring and after Red Man he lunges. But Reggie Noble dropped him with 2 bricks and he punches. His bums get dirty in the Middle Eastern dungeons, ready to set this like Detective Columbo in his hunches. While the refs clean out the ring cause the last fight was so intense, let's do a live interview with a brother named Common Sense.
Yeah, it's Common Sense. A nice man tried to freeze me, so I took him to Chicago and told him to take it easy. You couldn't see me with my Applejack hat and high tops. Colossus and Cypress, I got no idea why not. Look at Common Sense, yo, that last album was tight. Let me get back to the ring and evaluate the next fight. Now the next fight had to be the craziest of all times. We got Dr. Octopus versus the mighty Buster.
Woo!
Buster,
that shit would be
stuff
hard.
Is dead. Look at his 8 arms ripped off going up against the Dread.
Alright, so Buster Rhymes versus Dr. Octopus. Oh my God, that will be the fight of the century right there. Man.
Now, Dr. Octopus, who you think you grabbing? The guard can never lose, so you know it will never happen. Lyrically making me sleepy, you need a nap when I slap you with my breath. Lights out, you kiss the canvas.
Before my eyes, I see the demise of another superhero. Next up is Roscos versus Magneto.
Oh, Roscos and Magneto?
Now anything goes when Magneto battles foes. But Roscos had him shivering, delivering ultramagnetic blows. Magneto is now deceased, and a wise man said it best. The
sun rises in the east, but they can still set it in the west. With all these heroes down, Stan Lee refuses to surrender. He got stormed from the X-Men as if I couldn't match the gender. Stan Lee shouts, "Yo, Stan, you best to chill." I guess he's never heard of Lauryn Hill. Now we all know Storm Control.
Hold up. Lauryn Hill versus Storm? Oh my God, that would be insane.
The temperature and weather started running off at the lip, and El Boog was like, whatever. She just got home from tour, she's a bit too tired to spar.
Okay.
So she clocked Storm over the head with my man Wyclef's guitar. All silence has ceased, out of nowhere comes the beast versus J. Rue the Damager, the black prophet from the east. Releasing rhymes that will pound you into the ground. There'll be no round two. Another victory for hip hop by the dirty rotten scoundrel. Now the under.
Okay, so J. Rue the Damager versus the Beast. Two prophets, two geniuses going at each other. That would be hard.
Sewer system that lies deep below the ring is where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Dos Effects do their thing. Leonardo and Donatello, they well know that we can do this. So kick it crazy, hit them both with raw. So now Raphael and Michelangelo, those two others who are brothers, book smacked them with the Dos Effects logo, the manhole cover. Whether you're plant or animal, vegetable or miggity mineral, before you step to Dos Effects, you best be hard like a criminal. Taking you back to ringside just when you thought it was over.
Okay.
The last battle was brought forth by G.I. Joe and Cobra. Mercenaries and soldiers, G.I. Joe was rolling thick, but I'll get the military of hip-hop, aka the boot camp click.
Okay, so you got G.I. Joe and Cobra Commander, the mercenaries and the soldiers together versus Boot Camp Click, BCC. When we talking about Buckshot, we talking about Smith and Wesson, we talking about Helter Skelter, aka Ruck and Rock, rest in peace to Sean Price. We talking about OGC, Strange Wonder, Louisville Slugger. We talking about Top Dog right here. Ooh, this shit is hard right now. Let's go.
World War III for 98 in the wake of all these troops. I could see General Buckshot going toe-to-toe with you. Salute the captain for rapping, cause now we know who's hard. Catch a wreck like stealing tech up against the Crimson Guard.
Okay.
Charging after you, smashing you. Metaphorically bashing through the entire Joe team is OGC and Rucky irrational. Then all of a sudden I hear this real loud crack.
The military punisher, Big Rock, just broke roadblocks.
Injury to Stan Lee and his team. We've got Weapon X from Canada, aka Wolverine. You know the routine, his claws can rip rappers for days. But here comes the Method Man, aka Johnny Blaze.
Johnny Blaze and a damn thing changed. Jumping out the fry pan versus Wolverine, aka Weapon X, y'all. Let's go.
Wolverine, you can't hang when Takao does his thing. Paralyze you with the venom from the Method Man's fang. This is the final battle as the stratosphere gets darker. We got Nasir Jones versus Peter Parker.
Okay, Nas and Spider-Man
Headbringer versus the Web Slinger. Illmatic versus Radioactive in the Rotten Apple with a Deadlinger. He cursed the day that Spider ever bit him and gave him a copy of the second LP it was written.
That's tight. So they talk about Nas versus Spider-Man, and he said Nasty Nas at halftime got the Headringer versus the Web Slinger, Illmatic versus Radioactive in a Rotten Apple. So the album, Nas' first album going at it was Peter Parker and that Rotten Apple, but then he hits him with that hard punch, and then gives him a copy of It Was Written, like it was written for me to do this shit, man. This shit hard.
For all up and coming MCs, I've got a question. If I made a Secret Wars Part 2, would your name even be mentioned? Would you make the final cut? I make the nicest give their titles up, writing rhymes / fighting crimes like the Blue Falcon and Dynamite. Stick around for the next battle / adventure. And if you see Stan Lee, tell him the last emperor sent ya.
Okay, y'all, The Last Emperor, Secret Wars Part 1. Like I said, if you never read the comic book, check that out. That shit is dope as hell. And I hope they do the Secret Wars in the MCU when they're going to have, hopefully, they won't be called X-Men. They'll be called the New Mutants versus the New Avengers. But we'll see what happens. This is dope as hell to mix, MCs, rappers versus the Marvel Cinematic Universe comic book characters. I think this is a dope ass track, man. Super, super tight. Love all the punchlines, all the bars, all the wordplay, everything. So post your comments below. Hulk smash Black Panther, the like button, subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you want to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon, patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, CashApp, PayPal, Streamlabs, everything's in the description. Wakanda forever!